The swamp is not being drained. And this whole thing with Epstein, nobody believes these files disappeared any more than they believe that Biden got 80 million votes. If you believe either one of those, I've got some tropical land and the Aleutians I'll sell you. But the whole issue with Epstein is there's a protection right now of what appears to be an international criminal syndicate. But there's a larger issue of the unequal disposition of justice, whereby regular people get railroaded and steamed by the system, but then the elites, these Democrat elites, these billionaire elites, and maybe even some contributors or some donors are being protected by the system. Hillary Clinton Beach
Yep.
Blitz, her little dyslexic there, her computer system. There's no investigation for obstruction of justice. Jim Comey says, well, yes, there was classified information on Hillary's server, but no reasonable prosecutor would prosecute. Well, they went after President Trump for harboring classified information in Florida, which he could do legally under the Presidential Records Act. He has absolute right to do that. But it's not just the prosecutions against President Trump that have average Americans upset. It's the prosecutions against little people. Douglas Mackey, for example, who was a cartoonist who simply did a cartoon lampooning Hillary voters in 2016, was prosecuted by the Biden Justice Department in 2021. Now, he's been exonerated, but he was prosecuted. You remember the McCloskeys, Douglas and Patricia McCloskey, Mark and Patricia McCloskey, the couple in St. Louis. When a thug crowd crashes through a steel gate in their neighborhood, they come out and exercise their Second Amendment rights, only hold their weapons. And this Soros prosecutor, Kim Gardner, and I write about this in my book, Kangaroo Court, goes after them. You look at Paul Vaughn and Mark Howe, two pro-life fathers, prosecuted a year after the Supreme Court reverses Roe, simply because the Biden Justice Department wants to attack them. We have got to have equal dispensation of justice. You can't have a justice system that protects the rich and the famous and the Democrats and lets them get away scot-free. And this whole thing with the Epstein files having suddenly disappeared, listen, those files did not disappear. If those files have disappeared, then the Justice Department under Pam Bondi ought to initiate an investigation for obstruction of justice. Just like this needs to happen with Hillary's computer, with the bleach bit, with everything that disappears. And unless and until the Justice Department goes strong and aggressively, we're not going to restore our confidence in the system. As the United States Senator from North Carolina, I will press that point. We've got to press this Justice Department to make some heads roll. We need to be going after these rogue prosecutors like Jack Smith, Fannie Willis, Alvin Bragg. They all ought to be at least investigated for a violation of civil rights under 18 U.S.C. 241. As United States Senator from North Carolina, I will press that point and press it hard, because if we don't have a justice system where the public can believe is going to be even-handed with equal justice under the law, then we lost everything. And no, the swamp hasn't been drained. We must aggressively drain it.